everyone, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. We're going to work on what I call color with me, where I'm using some CC Designs stamp sets that I have had for years. Some of them are new, and I am just coloring the images, and then I put them in a bullet journal, and eventually my hopes are to actually use those on some layouts. But I've had Copic markers for probably 10, 15 years. I bought some Ohuhu markers 4 years ago, 3 years ago, had not used them. So I decided that it was high time that I used those. Now let's talk about the colors that I use for Copic. So for the face, I use E000, E00, E11, and R20. The hair, I use E21, E25, and E29. The coat, I use BV04, BV17. The shirt and shoes, I use BG11 and BG32. The umbrella was R00 and R24, YG00 and G34. Now I always start with the lightest, and then I add sort of like, the shading with the darkest color. Now I found that for the hair, I was having the hardest time, but this is like my 9th image that I've colored. Yes, my 9th image, and I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm doing sort of like the flicking from, let's say, from the bangs up and then from the top of the head down, and then I blend it in, and then it kind of gives me a highlight, and I really like the look. And then same with the face, I color in the whole face with the lighter color, and then I go in with the darker color, and then I keep blending the color with the lightest color. And then, then I move on to the next. And I really like the CC Design stamp sets because, like, if you can tell at the top there, they kind of give you an example. Now I have to say, I did buy some new stamps from them, and they don't color the image anymore. So, but now with the internet and stuff, you can go online and kind of get ideas for colors, because I'm getting better. I was going to say I'm not that great at choosing colors, but I'm getting better. And it's like anything else, just made me think of, Lexi's a baby. Well, she didn't learn to crawl by just sitting there. She had to practice, and then standing up, and then walking on, the couch. And then this week she took 8 steps, and it's the same thing with any kind of craft or any kind of hobby. When you first started, you're not that good at it. And I can't say that I'm even good at it now. It's only been 9 images, but I'm having so much fun. A few years ago, I bought like coloring books and crayons or pencil crayons to color, and I liked it, but then I was like, but then it just sits there. But this, I know that I'm going to have another purpose. I'm going to put it on a scrapbook layout. So I'm really excited to use these on some layouts. Another thing too is I'm getting faster, where before, to get one image done in Copics and Ohuhu markers, it was taking me 1 hour per character. So it was taking me 2 hours to get them colored in. Now I can get them colored in between 20 and 30 minutes, depending on the complexity, of the rubber stamp. And so I can, I'm probably going to get way more done because I don't have to spend as much time getting it done. Now, I had someone ask me again, like, what is it that you rub on top of the image? And it's called microglaze. The one that I have there is from Judikins, but Tim Holtz worked out a deal with her, and he's using her formula, but he has some distress glaze too. And it just seals in the color. And I can tell you, like Copics, it's brilliant and everything, but once you put that on, it really makes the colors pop, and then it's not going to bleed, because I've heard of people that, you know, they colored with Copic markers on sticker papers and then they put them in their bullet journal and it was leaving, you know, color everywhere. So this way here, if you seal it in, then it's not going to bleed anywhere. So let's talk about the colors that I used for Ohuhu. So for the face, I only have one set that I can use for the face. That's R18, R19, R20, and R1. I think that's R1. Maybe R21. And the hair is E090, E220, and E170. The coat and socks is V230, V250, and V270. The shirt is V020, V030. The umbrella is GY7, GY5, RV260, R3, G420, and G9, because there's quite a bit of colors on that umbrella. It's really cute. It's got some pink, it's got some green, it's got some turquoise. And then this little girl here, instead of using the same color as the shirt, I decided to use like a turquoisey color for the shoes, the same as the umbrella. So I'm going to use G420 and G9. Now, I don't find that they are that difficult to blend, either the Copics or the Ohuhu. I find it harder to find colors that go well together or markers that go well together with the Ohuhu. It's not as easy as the Copic to figure out your colors. But once you figure out your colors, then I find they blend really nicely. And that's why I started doing the bullet journal and I'm writing down all the colors that I'm using, because then, you know, if I see something and I'm like, ooh, what did I use for, you know, for that turquoise? I really like those two colors together. I can go flip it over to, you know, the page and then go, oh, that was G420 and G9. Or, you know, I put non-permanent adhesive on those girls because I plan on using them on layouts. If I want to color another one the exact same color, I have everything written down. Plus, I love doing this part. I find this is so fun. You know, I make a little box. I color it in with some markers, and then I stamp the image, and then I put the colored image right over top. Oh, here you see I had some little, I guess they're baseball cards holders, and I hated them. It might have been this one that I ended up, yeah, it is this one. It didn't glue down right at all, and I just hated it. So what I end up doing is I end up ripping all of those off. I go to the back of my book, I cut up a sheet, I glue it on top of the stamped image, and then stamp it again. And then that's when I decided, oh, I'm going to put a thin washi tape around the edges of that paper, because you could actually see that I had glued paper over top. So sometimes, you know, a mistake or something that you don't like, you end up finding something that you really like, because that is one of my favorite things, is to put that tape all around the little girls. But that's it. That is going to complete this color with me. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.